By the time you finish watching this video, 6 people will be dead due to breast cancer. Yes, 1 person dies every 47 seconds as a result of breast cancer. This is how severe the problem is. Our women are not safe. By the end of this video, you will be equipped with the necessary knowledge to protect yourself or your woman, and even to fight it if it has begun.
It was a cool Saturday night, so I planned to go out with my friends. When I was getting ready, I felt a lump in my breast, a tiny uninvited guest during what was supposed to be a casual shower. Since I wasn't doing my yearly mammogram, I was a bit scared, but knew it could also be nothing serious. So I went for the mammogram and the results were abnormal, so the doctor recommended I do a biopsy, which I did. After a couple of days, my phone rang and it was the doctor giving me the results of my biopsy. It was so heartbreaking. How was I the first in 12 women to be diagnosed with breast cancer, especially when I had no family history, not to mention that it was stage 3?
But later, I learned that only 5 to 10% of cases were hereditary.
I immediately started sobbing, even though the doctor assured me that I could come out victorious if I followed what I would be told. I remember feeling shocked and very panicked. There was so much more I wanted to do in life, and now I was worried I wouldn't get to do any of it. I was just 33, and I lived a healthy lifestyle because I didn't have the money to go for regular medical checkups. For the next 3 days, I started asking myself the cause of this death sentence.
Could it be the deodorants and antiperspirants I use?
A quick Google search showed no scientific evidence to support that claim.
Could it be that I had come into contact with a breast cancer patient?
Little did I know that breast cancer is not contagious. Still eager to know the cause, I placed a call to MD Anderson Cancer Center. And not only was I asked whether I was abusing alcohol, but I was also asked about my age and whether I had children, and when I had the children. I was also asked if I was overweight or undergoing hormone replacement therapy or radiation therapy. I was told these were some of the risk factors, but I was also made to understand that the risk factors did not mean you will have it, and not having the risk factors never means you won't get it. For some women, their risk factors are just age and gender. After the call, I decided to talk to friends and family about it because I knew I needed physical, emotional, and financial support from them. I felt a bit okay and ready for treatment. Then the battle began. My first visit was to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and the doctor was very nice, caring, and considerate. She explained what was happening to me and made me understand that the type of breast cancer and the stage determines the type of treatment. She made me believe the treatment wasn't as hard and painful as I thought, but the first chemo session, for me, was hell. My hair thinned, my energy drained, and my skin dulled. At least I knew my hair would eventually be shaved, but my precious skin. I never thought it would be affected, but there was nothing I could do about it. I had to save myself from death. I remember throwing a goodbye hair party for myself with my friends. Some of my friends even shaved their hair to show me that I wasn't alone in this fight. Days and weeks went by with chemotherapy and radiation sessions, yet the worst was yet to come. I was scheduled for a double mastectomy at the Mayo Clinic. I postponed the surgery twice because losing my breast was a very big no for me. As women, our breasts primarily define our femininity, and losing it is like losing a dear one. It's never easy, especially when I also considered getting another child. The day before the surgery, I cried like a baby. I stood in front of the mirror, tracing the outline of my breast and whispering,
"Thank you for feeding my babies and my man, but now it's time to save me. Goodbye. Rest in peace, my boobs. I'll never forget you."
The next day, as the lights shined on me on the theater bed, with a surgeon and his team ready for action, I let out a loud cry, saying,
"Lord, if you can hear me, let this cup pass me."
They calmed me down, and I don't remember what happened again. I woke up without my titties, and the worst was yet to happen. I was trying my best, but I had lost myself. I turned into a completely different person. I returned home one day to meet an empty house. My husband was gone. He later texted me saying,
"My better half, it's not like I don't love you, I really do. But I can't cope with the trauma. It's physically, emotionally, and financially demanding. The sight of you makes me sad. I'm sorry."
At the time, our daughters were 7 and 9. Although he would send money, he was never present in our lives again. It felt like a sword had been pushed through my heart. I had never experienced that before. A few days later, I discovered I was pregnant, probably because my husband forgot to use a condom. Since it wasn't advisable to get pregnant at this time, I had to get rid of it, which I did. That was when I decided to find breast cancer support groups because I knew I couldn't bear this alone. I found one using the National Breast Cancer Foundation Incorporation, and it was very helpful. The people I met have become my friends for life. Recovery was slow, scars were deep, Even though the mental toll was harder than I had imagined, I was declared cancer-free last February. There were nights I would cry myself to sleep, mourning the woman I was. But as it is with life, I had no option but to embrace the woman I have become. That's why I'm telling you my story today. I want you to make a conscious effort to take very good care of your health.
This leads us to the most important tool in the fight against breast cancer. The beauty is that everyone, including you, can be involved. Awareness. A 2020 report by the World Health Organization estimated that 30% of women do not even know that breast cancer exists, and that's very bad. Now, the easiest thing you can do right now to join the fight against this deadly enemy is to share this video with at least 5 friends and family.